Howdy guys, welcome back to our quest for compounds. What we're going to be working on right now is that manifold spacer. I'm sure you probably already know what it is, but just so there's no confusion, we're going to bring it in close and kind of give you an idea of what exactly we're trying to achieve. So here is what we got. This is a T3 spacer I made a while ago for a different project, different purpose, never finished it. I'm not going to be using this guy because he is only 1/2 inch and he's undivided. We want this thing divided, which is the whole purpose of making a spacer plate that will have an E-gate in it so we can wastegate both volutes separately. Anywho, so this is how it's just a T3 spacer that sits on top of the manifold, and then you put your turbine housing on top of that. That just spaces it out, so that way you have plenty of room with clearance with the compressor housing when you try to clock it. Because if you do not have a T3 spacer, the housing will touch. This is a 1/2 inch spacer. I guess I would have to hold the turbo straight. So as you can see, we got plenty of clearance down there to be able to clock it. Right now I'm hitting the oil drain, but we could go even further. Not much though, because you don't want touching or even that close. I'd like a nice 1/4 inch in there. That is a 1/2 inch spacer. We're going to be running 1 inch because the E-gate, so we can have a port in the top to be able to wastegate the gases out of it. Okay, so here is what we got. We just got this 1/4 inch plate. I know I said we're going to make a 1 inch spacer. We're going to do this laminated style. Laminated, whatever. So, T3 foot is about 4 1/4 by 2 3/4, I want to say. Go ahead and make sure to double check those measurements before you go in and make your own. But that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to, we got this angle iron here clamped down as a straight edge. We're just going to run the torch right across here. Go. Cut that guy off. Yeah, that's a pretty cut right there. Look at that. I'm being very sarcastic, by the way. Just eyeballing it here, guys. No need to use any of them. They're fancy measuring devices, such as one of these here tape measures. Nope, that is very unnecessary. When I'm fabricating something, I either feel like I'm God, or I ain't got no clue what the crap I'm doing. There are our 4 plates. They're still ugly. They hardly resemble a manifold spacer, but they will. I painted the front of the 2 ones that will be the front and back. So that'll be the front surface. This one will be the back surface. And these guys will get stacked in between like that. We're making this guy laminated because we're just too fancy for the normal kind. So I don't know. That's the idea anyway. We're going to give this a shot. So we're going to stack it about like that, make sure everything's about lined up, and then just weld it so they all stick together and we can grind it and weld it and do all that stuff to it as one piece. Thank goodness for dirty thumbs. Well, it would appear that had a large case of the Weeble Wobbles.
Well, I'm not sure if I had the camera going for that bit, but we just welded this gasket to it. That way I can make sure when I drill these holes, I don't get too crazy, because apparently some dum-dum messed up on that one and made it off a little bit, which, whatever. That's what you get for cutting twice and measuring once, people. Redneck engineering at its finest is what that is. No. No. That's about right. So what's he at? What's the problem now, officer? Oh, we are close. Oh, dude. That is sitting on there. That's nice and tight, too. I don't mind tight, because then, you can port match everything. You don't have to worry about it all, shifting it all. So, I mean, is it perfect? No. But will it work? Well, I don't know. Who knows? Here's a tip for removing these studs. First of all, you're going to want to put a little lube on there, just especially if it's the old rusted up manifold. This guy's really, pretty decent considering. So, you just take your two nuts, like this, like that, okay? Now, while holding them together so they don't, want to spin, that, you just push the whole screw down. Oh, yeah. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back at it again. Yesterday, I went to O'Reilly's, picked up some studs. This is a Dorman part number 03133. They're a little short, possibly. We'll see. It does come with the nuts. It's a 6-pack, so whatever. I don't want to fight these damn things. There, see? L, no, O on return O now. Okay, I've got an idea, guys. Hear me out. I need to mark the holes here into this guy so I can come out with the acetylene torch, just like a rough cut. How do I do that? I was going to just mark the approximate, but I don't want to be off and end up screwing something up, so I had an idea. What if I took this here, cheap paint, spray the crap out of it, nice thick coat, do the same thing on the turbine housing, and then bolt it down, clamp it down. That would transfer the wet paint to the surfaces that I don't want to touch. So give this a shot. Oh yeah, yes. I will say I like the red letter. Red look better. I'm very worried about overspray, by the way, guys. I don't want any overspray. So we're going to clamp that guy down nice and hard. No gaskets in there because, well, that won't work if we had gaskets in there. He's nice and tight. I think we can now take him off and see how it looks. Turbine comes straight off. Not full contact right there. We seem to have a couple high spots. That's why I like machining those guys flat before I use them. And there's that one. So I think we got a pretty good idea of where approximately they sit, where to and not to touch. So now, don't judge me, but this is what we're going to be using. It's kind of a sharp chisel. We're going to try to scratch out the line that we do not want to touch. Which side do we use? The sharp side. No, that's not going to work very well, is it? New plan. We dimple the edge with a pointed chisel. You're going to have to move up a bit because I don't want to smash you. There we go. Now I don't have to smash you. I need a bigger hammer. Bigger hammer. Oh yeah, you still do it. Yeah, see, look at that. That's super visible. We can see exactly what it is we're doing. Okay, so off the bat, it might not look like it's working. It's only wanting to cut through one plate. Very valiant effort, but it's not going to work. So, plan A didn't work. It didn't want to cut through anything but the top plate. So, it's time for plan B. I've done plan B a couple times, so I know it's going to work. It just takes a while. All you guys with mills and fancy machines and stuff like that can laugh it all up. I wouldn't blame you. Gotta punch that out. I got an idea. Hopefully I don't do anything really stupid. There we go. There we are. Now we get to see how close we were. Like that. We did pretty good. We could use a little porting on the couple edges, but porting we can do. We got that pretty well taken care of. That didn't take too long. You wouldn't, if you're doing this with an actual engine, you wouldn't want to do that because you're blowing all that crap into the engine head. All these parts are garbage except for the manifold, so I don't really care. We kind of cleaned it up. We didn't do the outside, but it looks pretty good. Take two. Hole numero dos. Yeah, that's pretty good. Take care, y'all. We're going to be back at it again tomorrow morning. So I'll see you then. Get ready to see me drinking a cup of coffee. Okay guys, so I'm kind of joking, it's pretty late already, it's probably about 9, probably just after 9. Had to work on some other things this morning, so I wasn't able to work on this, and I shouldn't be working on this right now because I should be working on something else before it's insanely hot out, but I really just want to finish this up, so we're going to be doing this anyway, despite my better judgment, and because, obviously the coffee bit, I told you guys to be looking at the coffee, so I did it, so I poured myself some extra, and I drank it, now I'm kind of, middle of the day, it's not a good idea for me, I end up talking way too fast, and that kind of happens just randomly throughout the day. So we're going to be ignoring it, pretending like this is a good idea to be working on this right now, and operating power tools while in a thing like this. So we're going to get at it. We're going to have to fire up all the air compressors. Like we said yesterday, we had a huge leak. I did not fix that. I wanted to, but I didn't. Doesn't matter. We'll just fire up the other air compressor because we said we wanted to, but apparently we forgot to turn on the valve. So we should have plenty of air, hopefully, maybe, possibly not, but we don't know. We're going to start grinding away at this. Now, I do have another bit for this guy. It's about a 1/2 inch in diameter flame bit with it's like a 2-inch shank, which is really nice for getting rid of a lot of meat because it gives you less leverage so you can, be more exact and more physical with it. But the problem is, I don't know what it is. And the guy that might know what it is not here right now. So, whatever. I'll stumble across it. It's like, oh, why did you put it there? And he's like, oh, and I'll be like, yeah, but whatever. Fire up the air compressors, bye! So it's kind of hard to see in there, but we got it pretty port matched. Hopefully the camera's showing it. There's a couple places up in the top corner there, and then top corner there that could use a little bit more love. We will address that at a later date. We're going to call this spacer done for now. We're going to be building the external gate into it at a later date. I want to get an idea of how everything is going to sit before I start fabricating that. So we're gonna mount the turbine up here, and then the next step will be doing something, probably the primary sport, because I know it's not exactly next on my list, but I realized that the hot pipe, I was originally thinking, the hot pipe would hold the turbo in place and then you make the support. No, I'm going to do it backwards. I'm going to put the support. That way I can get an idea where everything's supposed to go. I can take measurements, and then I can make sure that's all good, and then start fabricating the piping, because, you know, whatever. It's easier to redo the support than it is to redo the hot pipe. So that will be the next step. I appreciate you guys watching, and if you made it all the way to the end of this video, then wow, awesome. Stay tuned. I'm trying to get the whole process down of putting compounds on the truck. That is my goal. If you have a question about anything about this process, let me know, even if I haven't gotten to that stage, because then I can put that question into the video and hopefully answer for you there. Yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing. I'm gonna keep at this. It's a slow but surely process. I think this is day 4 of this manifold spacer, and all we've done so far is drill 6 holes. So, you know, it's not exactly the best time, but we are getting there. So I appreciate you guys sticking with it. Like I say, I don't know what exactly I said, but whatever I said before, just like I say it again. So take care, guys, and keep wrenching, even if it's with a die grinder and oh man, that air compressor is so old. It's like my junker drag truck of air compressors. I don't care about it. I mean, if it blew up today, I'd be like, oh crap, well, what am I going to use for an air compressor tomorrow? But, I mean, I've got the other one, the Makita. Is it Makita? I forget. No, it's not. I think it is. I don't remember. It's blue. Whatever. Anywho, so yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. Stay tuned for more, I guess.